up, this is my flow, I created this in a jail cell, like I created this flow. Swear down, I created it. There wasn't no blueprint, there wasn't nothing to sound like. The only one who sounded like half decent at the time was Black Twang, and I remember sitting in interviews with this guy and I'm shaking, like, this guy's a nerd, like, it's so mad he's a nerd. I'm high, I've just come out of jail, my mum's dead, like, why is he keep talking to me? So I remember that's how I felt at the time, so it was like, there wasn't nothing to look at, and I just put this out, like, fuck it. Like, I never put out music to, like, wonder what the rappers were gonna say. I put out music to wonder what my niggas were gonna say. Fucking it. Long Good Friday. So I don't know where you wanna start with that, man. It was the first DVD mixtape ever from a UK artist, Urban. You can check the background on that stuff. Dark and Cold put it out. It had a mad crazy cover. We spent shitloads of money doing it, the marketing, the promotions. We went crazy, you know. But it also then went on to sell 130,000 copies. Obviously, you know what I did with the use and all that. But yeah, that was the first mixtape I ever done. I remember most of it was fresh out of jail as well, so I'm going mad, and we done the footage of me coming out of jail and all that. Yeah, it was mad stuff. Still, yeah.
So do you remember like what was the thought process coming up towards doing that mixtape?
I was in jail, but I hated the world, man. I was innocent. Looking at life as well. So the shit that I was writing, I went mad for a little piece. Swear to God. I was in a scenario that most men couldn't even fuck it. It was crazy, innit? But yeah, so I was writing every day. I was just venting at it, getting mad. So by the time I come out, I remember I put a letter to my girlfriend, and that track lined me up in it. That track put me out. I wanted to be put out. Like, if you know me kind of before that musically, I was a bit different. I was a bit more arrogant, a bit more cocky, and you know, I was talking this money talk. Obviously, my paperwork's always been nice. So, but then that kind of what happened in that period of my life hit me for such a six. Like, it was such a dead serious awakening. Like I said, I was looking life for something I didn't do, and it was mad. And I was at the time, I got my record deal, Spoonie's my manager. Westwood's trying to bust, man, like it's all on and popping. I'm out here, my brethren are going places, shooting people, like we're out here, loving this. Then bam. Then we got paid for that one. And it kind of switched up my whole thought process and how I was living and what I was about. So by the time I come out with it to my girlfriend, the whole image was different. You'll notice I'm stripped down, it's just me, myself, the world. And that's the story I let to my girlfriend was so true. You saw my baby mother today, you know, you can see her family's intact, that was what it was. And it really was a true story, and it was so powerful that it done what it needed to do. I remember it knocked Power off the #1 on the U channel chart. It was a powerful song, it set me up. Trust me, after the girl I get today, it's mad.
No, that was #1 for a minute on Channel U.
Yeah, and it was true. And true, what was nice about it, it was so true. You know, what I'm kind of happy for is that when the U channel era kind of popped off, a lot of people were remembered for bullshit, but I know I'll be remembered for I was actually still trying to put out that real music, even though people were talking a bag of shit at the time. You know, so, and I done it with real music as well. So that's always kind of held me in a nice steady ground still. But yeah, that's what the first mixtape was. Select, my girlfriend came after that. And we just kept on kind of coming with them all summer. Still. And then just kept on coming with them. And then Long Good Friday came. You know what I did with that? A lot of rappers learn how to rap from Long Good Friday. Don't make no one ever fool you.
Yeah, it's full torture, man.
The truthful ones will tell you get me? They learn how to rap from Long Good Friday. That came. And by that point, hands down, I was the best rapper this country had ever seen, ever, hands down. By that point, because all your rappers, all these lot were still coming. And not say there ain't some good ones come, there's some real good ones come. But let's just have it right for what the time was. So, By this point, everything's going nice. So. But yeah, that's what the first mixtapes were. So
what's some of like or what would you say is your favourite track of that mixtape? Or track you come back to now? Or track that means the most to you?
My Life. Like if you know the mixtapes, to this day I'll go into my Twitter now and I'll go to yesterday and someone's probably tweeted that like My Life. Just putting my GLC My Life and you hear it. That is when you're hearing that track, you're hearing like even even the music I give man today is more reflective, which is cool and all that, because it's what it is. I'm grateful just to be heard still. And still be able to make a little change out of this all. But like if you go back to when I was really, going through it. Artists, you can hear so many artist tunes right now, but go see, if you want to hear pain, you want to hear real pain in music, put in Mike GLC My Life, put in Mike GLC anything of that era, anything. Trust me, I was the first Mike one.
That's real talk, man. It's certified, man. It's certified. So what's some of the first feedback you got from that mixtape, do you remember?
The first one, Long Good Friday, obviously, but without sounding mad, at that time it was hands down in it. Like there wasn't even UK hip hop. It was like I've put this out. What? It was mad. It wasn't nothing. There wasn't no one. There wasn't no rivals to this. I'd made this up. This is my flow. I created this in a jail cell. Like I created this flow. Swear down, I created it. There wasn't no blueprint. There wasn't nothing to sound like. The only one who sounded like half decent at the time was Black Twang. And I remember sitting in interviews with this guy and I'm shaking like, this guy's a nerd. Like, it's so mad he's a nerd. I'm high, I've just come out of jail, my mum's dead. Like, why do they keep talking to me? So I remember that's how I felt at the time. So it was like, there wasn't nothing to look at, and I just put this out, like, fuck it. Like, I never put out music to like wonder what the rappers were gonna say. I put out music to wonder what my niggas were gonna say. Like, is this authentic? Am I saying, have I gone too far? Alright, that's what I was putting out for. I wasn't even putting the music out to see what rappers were gonna say. Like I was putting music out to see if I was depicting our life right. That's the God's honest truth. That's the God's honest truth. Like I made albums for us. We had songs that were ours. Like these were our tunes. The tunes like they called me Mike and all that, they were our songs, like for us. So there wasn't nothing to listen to. So I just put out music like right now. I'm just saying something now. And let me see if the same crowd that listening to fucking, I don't know, Soul Solids and the Heartlesses and all that, let me see if I can make them listen to hip hop for a quick minute. That was my challenge. It wasn't so much, is this hard or is that bad? I've got to make a whole generation of people that don't listen to hip hop for 5 minutes to hear me. Like I remember being in the yard and I'm walking around the yard and around when I got Mike on the radio last night. It's crazy. And we're talking, there's no pirate stations, they ain't even playing hip hop at this time. Not even the pirate stations are playing hip hop, let alone Kiss and Choice or nothing. Just to hear a UK artist get played on Kiss at that time, midday, or to get played on Radio 1 midday. It's mad.